Hi homebodies, welcome back to my channel, Catskill Mountain Homebody. My name's Amy. It's a wonderful November weekend before Thanksgiving. I have on my Give Thanks, my thankful shirt that I just got. And I got these really adorable earrings from Amazon. They were very cheap, but they were so cute. And one is an acorn. On the other side is a little squirrel. They're so adorable. They're all blinged out with little rhinestones. And I just love them. They're very comfortable to wear. I'm gonna be wearing these all month. So I'm ready for a wonderful November weekend. A lot of things happening this weekend. Today for dinner, I made a crock pot soup. I just threw together a recipe I saw on Pinterest. I'm not gonna go into that recipe on this video. If people wanna see it, put a note in the comment that you wanna see me cook crock pot soup, but as of now, I haven't really made a video on crock pot soup. But I probably will be doing videos on my crock pot recipes throughout the next coming months, because this is the time when I make a lot of crock pot recipes. So look for that. So today is Saturday. Joe and I don't have any plans this weekend, which is wonderful. I love when I have a free weekend. So in addition to catching up with my schoolwork, I have other stuff that is going on around the house. Joe happened to see that locally there was an old antique store that went out of business, and all the inventory is being sold locally in the Catskills for dirt cheap prices. And they have several buildings filled to the brim with all kinds of antiques. So when the dogs were taking their nap, Joe and I took a run over there. Most of what they had I didn't really want. And nothing, Joe didn't want anything. He was looking at old tools and stuff, but he didn't get anything. I ended up getting 4 things. Okay, so I got 4 things. We only paid $10 for all 4 of these things. So they are vintage. Well, most of them are vintage. I think 2 of them are more recent. All right, but let me show you what I got. Puppies are eating their lunch right now, so you're gonna hear their food bowl opening and closing. All right, so let me show you what I got here. All right, I got 4 things for $10. This is just a pressed glass bowl with these little gold medallions. And I don't think that, it's not marked, and I don't really think this is worth much. I guess it's just a pressed glass bowl. But I really thought it was pretty for fall. And again, what do you want for $2? It's pretty much what I paid for. Paid a little over $2 for this. So I'm gonna show you where I put that. I'm gonna put it next to the other bowl I got at a thrift store. The other bowl I got at Goodwill, which I'll show you later. This is a planter. It's marked Japan. I washed it, so it's a little wet. And it's a little convertible car with 2 puppies driving. And I think it's from the 40s, might be from the 30s. There's no date on it, just says Japan. It doesn't say occupied Japan, so it's probably before the war, World War II. But I really thought the blue matched the blue on the trim in my living room. So I'm gonna find a cute place to put that. All right, then I got these 2 flag-bearing Hummels, a girl and a boy. Okay, so these are little Hummels. So these Hummels are really not vintage. 20 years old is considered vintage. I guess they're just about vintage. Look at my puppies. They're very upset because Joe is using his tractor right now. It's okay, it's just Daddy on his tractor. I know you both love each other so much. I did look these up on eBay, just for the hell of it, and they have sold recently for $25 a piece. So I paid $2.50. I paid $5 for both, and these have recently sold for $25 a piece. So that's not too bad, right? Invested $5, Made 50 bucks, not really, but anyway. I also researched this planter, and I have not found one that's sold. I have seen them for sale for about 20 bucks, 25 bucks. And again, this is just a pressed glass little trinket bowl, and I didn't look it up, and it's not marked, but it's not cut glass, it's pressed, so it's not going to be worth that much. So that was my antique, that was my vintage antique find of the day. So yesterday I had to run to a doctor's checkup. I ended up, God forbid I sit at the table and not have two dogs on me. Okay, take two. All right, so I did go to a checkup yesterday at my doctor, and I went early so I could have a little bit of time to do some shopping. I'm trying to get some Christmas shopping done early. And I went to TJ Maxx. All of their fall stuff is on clearance. So I'll put some pictures in this video of some of the things that I got from TJ Maxx. And I picked up some really cute Thanksgiving Day decor to add to the decor I already put up. And I'm going to show you photographs right now of some of the things that I got at TJ Maxx. And I'll put the prices in the description. But I got a really crazy deals on all their Thanksgiving fall decorations are all discounted. So this is a great time to go run out and get your Thanksgiving decorations. As I mentioned in other videos, I do not decorate for Christmas until after Thanksgiving because I like to honor the holiday of Thanksgiving with its own decorations. And I love the fall decorations. I don't want them just to end with Halloween. I want them to continue on through the end of November. So my house is all decked out for Thanksgiving, and I will link my video on my Thanksgiving decor down in the description. So I got a lot of cute things from TJ Maxx for Thanksgiving. All right, so as I've mentioned in earlier videos, we're hosting Thanksgiving this year. My brother and his family are gonna come. My parents will be here. There might be a family friend that's coming. So we're gonna have a full house. We're gonna have to use our kitchen table and our dining room table for everybody to sit comfortably. I like to do games when I host a holiday. And at Easter, I had a bingo game, and I always have prizes. I used to host a birthday / Halloween party every year for my family, and we would play Halloween bingo, and I would always have prizes for the kids. So we are going to play a couple games, a couple Thanksgiving fun games that I'm going to show you right now. And I already bought some prizes yesterday also. So I'm not going to go through all my prizes, but I like to buy little things, but I also buy dollar scratch tickets, lottery scratch tickets. So every prize, and I wrap the prizes so nobody can see what they are, but every prize has maybe a little thing, like maybe a box of chocolate, little box of chocolate, and a scratch ticket, or a little package of sour gummy bears and a scratch ticket. Sometimes I'll have little puzzles and a scratch ticket. So I did buy a bunch of different little surprises that I need to wrap, but I have not bought the lottery tickets yet, and I always buy those. But we're gonna do 2 games, and I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do, and I've already printed out what I'm doing, so let me show you. Okay, I have printed out these Turkey Day Hunt forms. So this is kind of like a scavenger hunt, looking for images in my decor of different things. I'm limiting this game to only the main floor of my house. I don't want people going upstairs and downstairs because I want, like, if my dad wants to play, he's not going to want to go up and downstairs. So I'm just limiting it to just this level of the house. Only for the decoration that's inside my house, not the decoration that's outside. So I'm going to give everybody a sheet, this sheet. And they have to go around my house and see how many images of the following things can they find in the decorations around my house. So they have to tell me how many turkeys they see. And I'm going to give them all day to do this. So they're going to come in the afternoon. I'm not going to announce the winners of what the answers are until the end of the day, probably after dinner, when we'll announce the winners. So they have all day to kind of look around the house, look at all my decorations, add up how many turkeys they see, how many acorns, how many pilgrims. The pilgrims must be people. They can't be a pilgrim hat or an animal wearing a pilgrim hat. Native Americans, owls, scarecrows, and bears. Because in a lot of my decoration, I have these images in some of my decoration, some more than others. Like I have a lot of bears, just because I leave bears up year round. So I actually have a lot of bears. I have a lot of owls. I have a lot of turkeys. So they're gonna have, but now some of these items aren't that visible. They're gonna really need to scrutinize the decor around my house to count correctly how many images of all these things there are on the main floor of my house. So it's not gonna be as easy as it looks. And then for each category, whoever gets the closest is going to win a prize. Now I will have some extra scratch-off tickets. So if there's a tie, I'm just gonna give each person a scratch-off. Now, what if nobody picks the right number? What if they're all off? I will just give it to the person who got the closest to the correct number. And again, if there's a tie, they'll just get extra dollar scratch-offs. I'll buy a bunch of dollar scratch-offs. So the people will just get scratch-offs because there probably are gonna be ties for this. So that is something that they're gonna do the whole time they're here. Again, you have to scrutinize all the decoration. You have to look carefully in order to really win the game. So that's the first game we're gonna do that I'm gonna announce when they first come. I have a second game that I'm gonna do, and I have to actually go get that. Let me go run upstairs and get that. Okay. My second game that I actually saw it on Pinterest, but I kind of typed up my own version of it, is the Thanksgiving Price is Right game. So I have a list of grocery items, and everybody has to guess how much one of these items costs in the grocery store. And there's no cheating and using cell phones, so we're gonna do this game all together so I can check and see if anyone's using their cell phone to cheat. So in this game, there's probably not gonna be a tie because it goes down to the nearest penny, and I'm sure everybody isn't gonna pick the same exact price. That's gonna be correct. So I am going to, in the morning of Thanksgiving, look up on a local grocery store website how much each of these items are that day. And that's gonna be the answers. So I'm not gonna figure out the answers until the day of Thanksgiving, and then I'll figure out the price. And again, each one of those items, whoever gets the closest is gonna win a prize. So we have quite a few prizes. We have actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 13 prizes, not counting ties. So I'll probably buy $20 worth of dollar scratch-offs, have a couple extra scratch-offs for the ties. And again, I've bought little trinkets, I've bought little treats, and everybody who wins will get a little treat, and it might be a candy bar. It might be a box of Tic Tacs. You know, it's not gonna be like extravagant stuff, but if you win, you get to pick out of the grab bag one of the wrapped gifts, and it'll be a little something with the scratch-off ticket. So everybody has a chance to win a little money in the scratch-offs. And we actually have a gas station down at the end of the road, so on the way home, they can stop at the gas station and cash in all their multitude of winnings. So the dollar scratch-offs, the most they pay out is $500. So even if they won $500, they could go cash it out at the gas station down the street. So those are the games we're gonna play on Thanksgiving. I love doing that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be wrapping those gifts soon. Again, yesterday I went out, I found all kinds of stuff for the prizes that I'm gonna need to wrap, but I didn't get the scratch-off tickets yet, so I can't wrap them till I get the scratch-off tickets. So those are the 2 games I'm planning for Thanksgiving, and it's gonna be fun. I think it'll be a fun day. I found some toys, some little toys of colonists at Jamestown that were just there. It was just like a random thing that I happened to see in one of the stores I went to yesterday. And I thought, oh, those would be cute little Thanksgiving decorations for my table. And they're little colonists. They're not really pilgrims. They're just colonists doing different things. So let me show you. They're kind of silly, but I thought they would be fun on my dining room table. So I'm going to show you that real quick. So I made a little scene of the different colonists here on my dining room table. My husband has I just noticed this now. My husband has rearranged the figurines so that the animals are ready for slaughter. So the poor pig and the poor chicken. And there you see my husband's personality. My husband's dark sense of humor. That's not how I had it set up yesterday. Actually, I'm going to put the pig over here with the women. So, alright, so I'm not going to let the chicken be hurt. We'll put a little, I don't know what the cannon's for, honestly. But the men are all hard at work over here with the chicken, and then the women are over here. And this guy has a sword. I don't know why. But this woman's cooking over the fire. This woman's working on the garden. And the pig is just walking around having a good time. So anyway, I thought that was kind of cute to decorate my fall table with some colonists, even though they're not really Puritans. They're actually Jamestown colonists. But what the hell? So that's one of the things that I bought yesterday, those little colonial toys. Oh, here comes someone. Oh, there's Scouty. Hi, Scouty. Are you the boy? Are you the baby? You are? I know, you're being a maniac today, though. I love you. So Scout and I are excited for Thanksgiving holiday. It's coming sooner than we think. Can't wait. Right? Are you excited for Thanksgiving? You are? He's very excited. So I hope that your plans for Thanksgiving are going well. And I'll probably make more videos about my plans for Thanksgiving in the future. Thanks for watching. So consider subscribing if you love decorations and cooking and farmhouse style. Or if you're interested in life in the Catskill Mountains of New York. Thanks for watching. See you next video.